Hello there, guys, and welcome back to another Twohalves live stream. Today, we're going to be talking about all the usual stuff, as we always do on the live stream. Sorry, it's a bit later tonight. If any of you actually watching live, I doubt you are. But anyway, let's get straight into talking about starting on a bit of a sour note. Obviously, all condolences and thoughts go out to Salah and also the pilot's family. Obviously, like rest in peace. So. Really sad. But yeah, let's move on. Next thing to talk about is Solskjaer, Manager of the Month. I think he definitely deserves the award. Unbeaten in the month. I'm pretty sure. Was that Burnley game in the month, Rico? I'm pretty sure it was. But yeah, even then, if it's talking about it, if that's included, I still think he deserves it. So yeah, no questions about that. And also a double manager and player of the month, which they haven't had since Sir Alex Ferguson was at the club. So it's just good steps going towards the old Man United that they always were before Fergie left. So yeah, up and forwards for Man United. Next thing we can talk about is starting to get into the fixtures. Is Everton versus Man City. Really good match. Tight one for Man City. Obviously 2-0 Jesus and Laporte with the goals. They needed that win, Man City. Now they're level on points, ahead on goal difference. It's looking bad for Liverpool at the moment and really good for Man City. You never know. But what do you think about the game, Rico?
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either, but I saw the highlights and yeah, good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got anything to say like about the result or?
I think that City are going to be all guns blazing now, and I think, to be honest, I can see City going on and winning it now. If it
Yeah,
went 7 points last Tuesday, I would have seen that Liverpool might have gone on and won it, but now I just don't think they've got. City are used to this now, pressure, because they had it last time.
yeah, totally agree.
They're going to be on it now.
Yeah, they are, and they've won the Premier League. I think what was it, 3 or 4 times in the past 5 to 10 years. Whereas Liverpool haven't won. I'm pretty sure they haven't ever won the Premier League, or they've won in the 90s. So none of them players are obviously still there, so they don't really know how to deal with this. Whereas Man City do. So now although Man City aren't in control because they're obviously a game in hand. If Liverpool don't pick up all 3 points against Bournemouth, then they've got some real worrying to think about. Because even if they get another draw against them, that's still a poor result. Man City will they will take complete advantage of that. But yeah, overall it's a good game. And next thing we could talk about is obviously leading on to that. From the last thing we talked about was Liverpool versus Bournemouth. Like we said, it's going to be a really important game for Liverpool. If they get anything less than 3 points, they need to start worrying and need to reevaluate themselves because they've drawn the last 2 games, which is fine, but they just can't afford to drop points now unless Man City do. So obviously, Man City have got another big game coming up. They just had Arsenal the other weekend. But if Man City manage to win that, I'm pretty sure they don't have any big games towards the end of the season. Maybe I think Spurs and maybe United, but that's it. They've had pretty much all their big games now. So they're either going to have to rely on Man City losing that game, or they've just got to get the 3 points all the way through their last games of the season. Otherwise, Man City could overtake them, and I would probably say that does happen. The bottle job of the decade. I really do think that would be very poor if Liverpool managed to slip up from here. But they are Liverpool. They managed to do it in 2013 to Man City. So you never know with Liverpool, unfortunately for them. But moving on. Oh, actually, sorry, Rico, what do you think about it?
I think that Liverpool, if they don't pick up 3 points against Bournemouth, they're even going to start struggling, and they don't want to be ending up behind City. They need to keep in touch with City. They don't want to be like 5 points behind City by the end of the month or something like that. They need to be, even if they are, they need to even win. Bournemouth game is a must-win game. If they don't win this game and City win their next game, it's over for Liverpool, I think. Over.
Yeah, I agree with all your points there, because literally every game from now for Liverpool and Man City is a cup final. It means so much if they're playing a side like Brighton or Newcastle. They have to get a win, otherwise it could just be title gone, just like that. So yeah, both big time coming up now till the end of the season for them too. You could say Tottenham are still in it, but they're in it, but they're not really. Any Spurs fans watching, sorry, but I'm just stating my opinion. Even mathematically and logically, you could say they're in it, but we all just know that they're not going to do that, because Liverpool, Man City are just levels above every single other team in the league, really. But for that scoreline, for the Liverpool-Bournemouth game, I'm probably going to go for 2-1 Liverpool. But I don't think they'll get a second goal until very late in the game, which they'll be over the moon by. But I think that's how it's going to go. You got a scoreline, Rico?
I think that Liverpool will. I don't know. I think. I don't know. I'm gonna say 2-2.
2-2. That would be, sounds like a great game, but obviously not for Liverpool. But yeah, you never know, it could happen. Bournemouth are on a good streak, obviously beat Chelsea a couple of weeks ago, but they always seem to manage to beat Chelsea.
What was that score?
Was that score? Oh, 4-0, 4-0 Chelsea.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah. Moving on now to the last two games we're going to talk about is Tottenham versus Leicester. Just thought we'd talk about that because obviously Tottenham still don't have their key players. Their only key player they got back, who's been carrying them really these last couple of games, is Heung-min Son, back from the Asian Cup. And yeah, I see them doing better than I thought they were going to do. But yeah, I think they'll win this game, but it's going to be close, because obviously Leicester's last two games have been against top side Liverpool and Man United, and they've managed to really test Liverpool, 1-1 draw, but also managed to really test United, even though they lost 1-0. That's only really because they managed to get an early goal when they weren't concentrating, but for the rest of the game, it was tight, So I could definitely see Leicester causing some damage here. It's also at their. Oh, it's not actually. Sorry, it's away. So that might play a factor. But I'm still probably going to go for a Tottenham win, but tight. So I'm probably going to say 1-0 Tottenham. But what do you think, Rico?
Yeah, I think you're right there. Tottenham got lucky against Watford. Lucky against Newcastle as well.
Yeah.
At home. Is this at home as well? I think it is, isn't it?
Well, Tottenham, yeah, Tottenham at home.
Yeah, so I think Leicester create the chances, and they get service to Jamie Vardy. And I think they can cause trouble with Damari Gray on the wing. I'm actually going to go for a 1-1 draw, I think.
Okay, another bit controversial score, but I like it. No, I can see where you're coming from there. Leicester obviously caused problems for Liverpool, who are league leaders, and got a 1-1 draw there. So yeah, could happen again. Last thing I'm going to talk about is probably the biggest game of all of them: Man City versus Chelsea. Going to be a great game. Obviously, both sides really want to win because Chelsea, they've got Man United crawling up from fifth, really coming at them fast. And then you've got Man City, who we talked about earlier, who've got to win pretty much every game now, and especially have to get something from this game. So even a draw, otherwise it could be all done for them with this tight title race. So yeah, but I'm probably going to go for a draw. I'm really struggling to see who's winning in this game because I just can't see it happening. I do think this will be a draw, probably most likely a 1-1 draw, maybe 2-2, but I'll probably go 1-1. But what do you think, Rico?
I think that it depends what Chelsea comes out. If it's going to be a Chelsea that we see against Bournemouth or we see against all the big teams, so like Arsenal and Tottenham, if they're going to play the same tactic, I can see it just going to be a 3-0 City win. However, if Chelsea do come out and play good, I think they can get a 2-1 win here. So I think
it could go either way, couldn't it?
I think my final prediction is going to be a 3-1 City win.
Okay, yeah, could happen. They're really up for it. So yeah, I can see a scoreline there. But that will wrap it up, guys, for today's live stream. Hope you enjoyed. Obviously, every Monday and Friday, do live streams. Make sure you tune in or just watch the video afterwards if you don't want to watch us live. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.